December 2025. What is the theme of this month for you? How will you grow and evolve throughout the month? And what is the advice you can lean on during this month? Let's explore this month for you, but first, let's set an intention while you have the opportunity to meditate on the cards. Welcome. Crafting the sacred space, I'm connecting into my sacred self and the wisdom of my sacred self through all existing lifetimes, both the past, the present and the future coming together in this now moment. Connecting into my spirit guides, my ancestors, my beloved dead and my own subconscious terrain. Calling forth the ancestors, the beloved dead, the spirit guides and the souls of this community. Connecting deeper into the essence of Goddess Hel, asking for her assistance in guarding and protecting this space and my vessel, as well as to act as a messenger between the spirit guides, the ancestors, the beloved dead and the souls of this community and myself. Calling forth the spirit animals of panda, snake and hare. Activating and enhancing my psychic abilities and my mediumship abilities in a capacity that is appropriate for my health and well-being at this time in order to give accurate messages to this community. I set the intention to give clarity, wisdom and truth through these messages, and that I channel these messages in a clear, concise, loving and impactful way, and in the true mark of the emotional manifestor energy type, in order to initiate the consciousness and the inner emotional terrain of this community. I pray that these messages are for the highest good of all beings and the earth in its entirety. Let it be so. Thank you very much. Let's begin the readings. Message number 1. Welcome to your December 2025 predictions reading. We will go over a few questions here today. So we are beginning with your energy coming into the month of December, where you're at. The theme or the focus of your energy and effort during the month of December. Growth opportunities during the month of December. And then possible outcome at the end of the month of December. And at the bottom of these decks, we will deduct some advice for you from your ancestors or spirit guides. And at the very end of this reading, I will put up a screen with some key takeaways from this reading. So let's begin. So, we are beginning with your energy coming into December, and I'm being given a visual of there are a few elements here: an iceberg, deep dark waters and a full moon. So this is giving to me things from your depths being illuminated into clear view, into clear sight. So maybe you've had some insights or revelations, or just being very much in your own internal space. But let's see what the cards have to say. A very striking image. So what is your energy coming into the month of December? Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords, which reads confusion to me. So what is it that this group of people are confused about? And there is this stress and anxiety. I have to fill into this for a bit to see if this is something that you have cleared out during coming into December, or if this is something that you are still in. So I'm receiving that this is something that you are in at the moment, or just barely coming out of. And the Nine of Swords in reverse is giving me an energy of that fear and anxiety, but it's not passing. It's still there. It won't leave so easily. So we have inspiration and peace. And at the bottom we had healing wounds. Seven of Cups. So this could be about some sort of life decision or life choice that you are considering. Feeling a bit stressful about not having been reaching clarity around this, which is stressful. And the desire for peace is really, really, really strong here. Peace and clarity, and coming out of a state of perhaps even sleeplessness or tiredness, and into a time of more energy and inspiration, moving out from fatigue and stress. So this is what I'm feeling, tapping into this message, this group of people. So if this does not resonate, perhaps another pile is more correct for you. So what is the theme or the focus of energy and effort in the month of December? I do hear clearing some of this confusion out. And it feels like there is quite probably other people involved, which makes up the confusion and the stress, because this is not only involving you or your situation. Time to go. So what I am picking up on here is that someplace deep down there is a knowing on what you need to do, what you need to decide, the choice that needs to be made here. But the fear of confronting this situation or acting on it is a bit debilitating. It is too scary to let go in essence. So can you give us some more information around that? But since we have this Two of Swords, it really is giving me a message that you already do know the choice that needs to be made. And the Nine of Swords is really running from the problems, perhaps hoping that they will resolve by themselves or by itself. But you need to take action on this to preserve your peace, for something to change. I do feel quite strongly that this will not resolve on its own. The Tower. So Spirit is quite clear with saying that do try to take this into your own hands, so as to avoid an occurring tower moment where there is this sort of intervention. This message is not meant to scare you or make you fearful, but to put empowerment into your hands and to say that it will be better on the other side. That perhaps the chaos or the tumultuous experience of making this decision or letting something go can be painful in the present moment of it, but at the other side there is peace. Quite a strong message here for you today, but I do feel because we had this coming into this month, that it's not something that you need to worry about coming in during December, but something that you have been avoiding taking a good true look at and handling in your life, that this is something that has been going on prior to this moment in time. But now the time is really ripe for you to actually do something about it, to prioritize your health, your well-being, and ultimately your peace. And only you know the situation that is being highlighted here. But it is something that is giving you a high amount of stress or worry or confusion. Let's see if there was something else. Your spirit guides wants me to tap in for the theme here, the focus of your energy and effort. They're saying proactive. They want for you to start to get more proactive with leaving things behind when the experience has run its course and it's no longer healthy for you. They want you to practice this letting go and to practice cutting ties where it is necessary. And the more experience you will have from this, the more you will understand that the prolonged pain of staying in harmful situations is more harmful to you in a way than sort of ripping the band-aid off and let the wound heal faster, in a sense. Okay, moving forward to the next question. Your growth opportunities during the month of December. If this is your reading, I am sorry that you find yourself in such a situation. Life can be challenging at times, most certainly. But remember, it's for a... it doesn't have to be permanent. Growth opportunities. Two of Pentacles. And confidence. I do feel here that there is a new direction that you want to move into, where you are sort of free from this past, the past that is debilitating you in some sense. I do feel you craving to move into a space of bigger expansion, of more, I said it before, more inspiration, perhaps more energy, less stress, more living life on your terms and doing things that you feel are fun. And you are sort of being pushed out into that direction. It may seem like much at times when you are juggling perhaps two identities, two lifestyles, two experiences of your own life and your new life that you are slowly progressing into. But you can handle this, and there is something here about this experience that will really help boost your confidence in yourself. And there's an experience that I'm receiving here about you looking back over your shoulder to the past and sort of seeing how this painful experience that it's time to let go of, it wasn't so hard, it wasn't so bad. It feels like something that has been building up in stress and anxiety, and as soon as you let it go, it deflates almost instantly, and you looking back and being so grateful for the step you took over that threshold. There's a new feeling of independence here, is what I'm picking up on quite strongly. A beautiful, beautiful evolutionary journey throughout the month of December for you. So let's see, possible outcome at the end of the month. I'm just feeling into what cards to use here. Possible outcome at the end of the month of December. we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Safety, look at that. So beautiful. So possible outcome at the end of the month, Page of Pentacles in reverse and safety. This is a message about you diving into something that you have probably postponed for quite some time. It is some sort of dream or aspiration or goal. And because we have the Page of Pentacles here, it might even entail studying of some sort. But it's something that has been on the back burner for it. I do feel that it has to do with this sort of stressful situation that you have been in. That could be one of the reasons why you haven't gotten to this aspiration or this goal of yours. And safety here, I have to feel into this for a moment. It's coming home to self and feeling safe with yourself and feeling that you can rely on yourself, the decisions that you are making now at the end of the month. And remember that it is a possible outcome, so it depends entirely of your willingness to sort of put yourself out there and do the things that are scary, but that will ultimately help you grow and evolve and to be in a better place in life. But the safety is the trust that you are or have been developing to yourself. If you are making sure to do to make the choice and take the action steps that may feel hard and difficult, but right for you. And knowing that safety is true safety, it's true stability, it's true security, where you are not depending on outer circumstances to affirm your existence or affirm your choices. It's all on you, and you know that you got your back. So at the bottom here, we had Observer in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and Hope. I'm receiving an experience from your guides, and they are telling me that you are breaking free from a pattern here, or there is a possibility to break free from a pattern here, where you have been more so the observer of your life, and also observing perhaps people's reactions to you and your choices, trying to fit into their expectations or demands. I'm trying to feel into if I can express this experience that I'm having in very clear words. It's like waiting for people around you to approve of your life, of your choices, before you take action. And the advice is to turn that around and make sure that you approve, that you are the one making your choices. And how people respond to that is in a way their own business. But it feels like this way of being in the past has really been tiring and exhausting and overwhelming, trying to please the environment and really not going anywhere with that, losing sight of the self. Constant battle is what I'm feeling. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. It's trying to keep it up and standing your ground, but you are sort of getting weaker and weaker by the moment, because you are losing that connection to self, to your independence, to your confidence. And now it's your opportunity to turn this around. There is hope here. There is hope for a better future, and there is hope for happiness, for peace, and for harmony. And that is all. Beautiful group number 1. Before you click off this reading, I will put up a screen here with some key takeaways from this reading so that you can take a screenshot of it and put it in your journal if you so wish. Thank you so much for being here today, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye. Message number 2. Welcome to your December 2025 predictions reading. So in today's reading, we will take a look at your energy coming into the month of December. The theme or the focus of energy and effort during the month of December. Growth opportunities during the month of December, and then possible outcome at the end of the month of December. And from the bottom cards, we will deduct some advice from Spirit. And at the very end of this reading, I will put up a screen with some key takeaways from this reading. So let's begin. I have been receiving, or I was receiving a visual for the first message, and I feel it coming in this time around as well. So I do see an open meadow, sunlight shining, and there are deer, eating on the grass. It's a beautiful sunny day. The birds are calling. There are butterflies in the wind. And this feels to me like coming out of some sort of shadow. Really enjoying the sunlight. How beautiful. So let's take a look at that. Your energy coming into December. Feels like you have been coming out of a cave when entering into December. What is your energy coming into the month of December? Oh, interesting. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and they are not facing each other. Very interesting. This feels like two parts of you. One where you are in private and one that you show to the outside world. And we had the Five of Swords at the bottom, which indicates conflict, happiness. I'm going to tap in for a moment here to your soul. There is a desire to be who you are on the inside. Really sharing yourself. Not having to put up a brave face or a stoic image of yourself. I feel like you are a fighter. You have been moving through a lot of challenges and obstacles. You have been in this fighting mode. But it's time to soften and to show people who you are on the inside. At least a select few people who you trust. And it will bring you happiness. And I feel like you are coming into December, you are slowly moving into this way of existing and being more authentic about who you are, which is this represented by this Queen of Cups here. And I'm not supposed to say here who you are on the inside, because only you know. But it is sharing that internal space, that internal realm with others in your environment, in your company, and putting an end to that inner sort of conflict of being someone and then showing someone else on the outside. So how beautiful. So the theme or focus of energy and effort during the month of December. And there's something here with, I feel like you had an idea that this stoic image and this stern external part of you would give you happiness, but the experience told you otherwise, and you are starting to experiment with being more soft, being more you, and it's giving you results. Very, very satisfactory results. And so it's not really that difficult for you to open up more of this. And I do feel that you have established this discernment of knowing who you are supposed to open up to. And who you are best to just put up your stone face with. who you are supposed to let in. So theme or focus of energy and effort during the month of December. A never-ending story and higher power. So you are really working on breaking free from old patterns. That's really your main focus during the month of December. Breaking through and breaking free from old patterns. In a general sense. But it also has to do with I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you can recognize yourselves in this. That you had to rely on yourself to such an extent that you find it a bit difficult to let people support you or help you or share your story, your journey, your challenges with people. But it's like every time you try to do things your old way, your own way, by yourself, you meet an obstacle. It doesn't work out. Because you're supposed to connect into support and help and higher power. Letting yourself be led and guided more by a higher power through adversity. Relying on the help of spirit as well. Letting spirit show you a way out. Home. It feels like you have reached some sort of a destination here. Of healing, of finding stability and security. And now it's a perfect opportunity to let your guard down and to really start to flourish in life and to take people on board with you, to take spirit on board with you. And I feel like you have to catch yourself at times, being honest with yourself, when you are slipping into your old routines or your old habits of trying to fight your way through life, because that won't work. That won't work. That won't give such satisfactory results anymore. You have learned your lesson. It's time to cooperate and to soften and ask for more support. So what are the growth opportunities during the month of December? I know the feeling when you have reached this level of stability and home and security, you have reached a destination where you can relax, but the fight is still in you out of habit. I know what that's like. So we have to remind ourselves to come into that parasympathetic system more and relax our way through life more. growth opportunities. What are the growth opportunities during the month of December? Oh wow, look at this. Death. And at the bottom, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You have to let this go. It's time to let this go. How can they let this go? This old version. How can this group of people let this old version go? But the death, I feel, is more so actually the void space and not afraid of being there. And the actual act of letting go, of surrendering, is happening in the Hanged Man. In my experience and my opinion, so I feel like this is your growth opportunity, is allowing that stillness that comes after the storm, trying to calm yourself instead of readying yourself for a next battle, because there isn't going to be one at this time. This is a month of healing for you. Patience, clarifying the death card. So this is also saying that the rebirth is not happening just yet. Patience is needed for you to rest and recover and to find a new sense of rhythm that doesn't involve sort of survival mode here, but where you can lean back into. I'm getting a feeling and a visual of you just leaning bath? That could be something. You leaning back into the arms of spirit and into the arms of your friends or family, and just being held, being supported, and it feels really, really good. You might be a bit unused to this, tapping into all that we have going on here with your reading, but it is nurturing you. It's a new way of experiencing life that you're supposed to get accustomed to. So, stillness. Try to be in the stillness in December. And try to be okay with that, knowing that you are enough, knowing that you don't have to chase or repair or fix things. You just have to be. And that is, I think, the most difficult lesson and the easiest one at the same time, right? Because it's really challenging your beliefs and perhaps even a sense of self-worth when we are just kicking back and being supported by friends and family. Like, are we really, really worth this? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, possible outcome at the end of the month. I really feel your spirit guides reiterating quite strongly, leave all your problems to spirit to resolve, and they will come back in when they need to ask something of you, to do something specific. But lean on them more. 7 of Swords. I just received something with the 7 of Swords. It's a feeling of like I've got the secret to life now. I have the secrets to life. And how to take the shortcuts and be really successful. But reconsider the term successful here. It's more about the experience of peace or satisfaction. Anticipation and intuition. Clarifying the 7 of Swords. The possible outcome is that you could be moving through life a lot of easier from that point, the end of the month of December, moving forward. Because I received this experience of you just tapping into spirit and seeing what their plan is for you. And if there is nothing, you just go on about your usual business. And you are trusting that whenever you're supposed to do something or create something or change something, they will let you know. And life becomes so easy. This anticipation is giving me this anticipating answers from spirit moving forward. So you don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to solve every problem in the world. You just have to be you and anticipate what your spirit guides, what the universe has in store for you. Which is also developing this psychic ability, this sixth sense within you. And life becomes so much easier. It feels like, I get this feeling that you feel like you are cheating in a sense. Like, how can it be so easy? Because remember this, you are so used to life being a battle, but it doesn't have to be. And I think that this is why you feel like you are cheating some sort of game. But it's because of your experiences that has put you in a bad position. And it doesn't have to be that way. Life gets to be easy now. So at the bottom here, we have truth to be told, the devil, and inspiration. So you have to be aware And you have to be honest with yourself when you are entering controlling mode. And trying to frantically figure things out independently. You have to develop awareness around this so that you can catch yourself in the tracks and lean back into this silence, into the void, into this just being space that you're supposed to be in during the month of December. And if it's very, very quiet around you, if it's very still, you don't get a lot of intuitive hits or inspirations, it's because you're supposed to be still. It's because you're not supposed to do a lot of new creations or venture off into new adventures. There is stillness that needs to be accessed here during the month of December. It's to rest up your energy reserve so you can come out with some fresh inspiration and co-creation together with spirit. And that is all that I have for you, beautiful group number 2. Before you click off this video, I will put up a screen here with some key takeaways from this reading that you can take a screenshot of and put into your journal if you so wish, and perhaps even work around. Thank you so very much for being here today. I do hope to see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye. Message number 3. Welcome to your December 2025 predictions. In this reading, we will take a look at your energy coming into the month of December, your theme or focus of energy and effort during the month of December, growth opportunities for you during the month of December, and possible outcome at the end of the month of December. And from the bottom cards, we will deduct advice for you from Spirit for the month of December. And at the very end of the reading, I will put up a screen here with some key takeaways from this reading. And with the previous readings, I did receive a visual to begin with, which I did with this reading as well. So your visual was a child skating on ice on a lake, and it was a bit warm and sunny and shining, and then you had a lot of fun, you being this child, and it went dark and cold, and suddenly it wasn't that fun anymore. So we'll see how this hooks into your reading here. But I'm guessing that this is something around the energy, your energy coming into the month of December. So let's take a look at that. Like an experience that you got into, and it was fun to begin with, but the fun started to turn sour in some way, like started to go south. So what is your energy coming into? Yeah. I'm going to clarify with an oracle here. So clarifying here, we had the sun in reverse, and clarifying the sun in reverse, we have preparation and opportunities. And look at the position of these two animals. They look very, very similar. So I'm picking up on expectations not being met, and what are you doing with that now at this stage? What do you do with this experience or information? Something that you did have expectations for, that you were looking forward to, but it didn't quite live up to your image or your vision of it. And it made you a bit cautious. We had the Fool in reverse at the bottom. And Peace in reverse at the bottom of the other deck. So a little bit of disturbance here. And I do feel your spirit guides coming through. So I'm tapping in and listening to what they want to say about this. They're saying that this was the next best thing, in some sense. So let's say that this speaks about a possibility for a new romantic partnership. You were dating someone and hoping for it to be like your forever one. But it didn't quite turn out the way you expected it to. But it's because it was the next best thing. It wasn't the best thing. So it was a preparation for the thing, for the best thing. Because we had preparation and new opportunities here. So I feel like this, whatever it was, perhaps it was a job or a job offer that you really wanted but was being denied. It was preparing you for the real thing. So it was actually in some sense a saving moment here is what I'm feeling. So that is the energy coming into December. Now the theme or focus of your energy and effort during the month of December. What is that? And I'm still looking at these animals, how similar they look. And what I receive is this feeling of a missed opportunity. But if you can shift your mindset around this, thinking more in the terms of rejection is universe protection, or however you say that, it is your big opportunity is waiting for you right around the corner. So it's a good thing that you didn't get seriously involved in this thing. Perhaps it was a business partnership that you were looking forward to. It can be a myriad of things, but the theme focus for December. Poised in reverse. I feel like something around regaining your poise, regaining your posture after having been falling down or stumbling through this experience or this rejection and gaining back your confidence and gaining get your footing back. But I'm going to clarify here. The porcupine boundaries. Porcupine and anemone. Boundaries. So you are learning more self-respect and patience and discipline through this. By tuning into what is actually the best match for you and not just settling with the next best thing. But it is stating what it is that you want, what you actually deserve, and saying no to everything else. And not They stopped me in my tracks there, so let's see where they want to lead me with this. I'm going to take a look at the bottom cards here. Because we have yang and healing at the bottom. You are healing this aspect of not enoughness. And I do feel that there could be a father wound component related to this. Feelings of inadequacy and not enoughness, and a sense of low self-esteem or self-worth. And this month is about healing this by acknowledging what you actually deserve. The prime thing, the thing, and not settling for less. Moving on here. What are the growth opportunities for you during the month of December? It feels like your month will be divided into two parts, quite possibly. Not for all of you, though. What are the growth opportunities for this group of people during the month of December? Knight of Cups with the Devil in reverse. This reads very much codependency in relationships and breaking free from that, which is a topic, I've got to say, that has been coming up again and again and again throughout my pick a card readings. So I'm guessing that it's a very important topic at this time. Or perhaps there is a group of people here connecting in consistently who are really doing some heavy lifting in that area of releasing codependency. So I'm just clarifying with the card here. Please clarify. Devotion. Funny, right? So I feel like it's time to step up the game in what it is that you devote yourself to, and really go all in into the experiences, people, situations that are really calling to you, and not sort of scatter your energy into all of these different things because it looks good, or someone suggested it, or someone approves of you because of it. But going all the way because you want it. We had the Hierophant in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this is most definitely a breaking free of a pattern or some conventional ideas, some traditional ideas, perhaps even breaking free from a religious coding or something like that. But the challenge is to carve out your own true path here during the month of December. And not saying yes out of convenience, but saying yes to things because you actually want them. You actually crave them. That's your biggest growth opportunity during this month. And I feel something with the Devil in reverse. I feel like you have been on this course already of breaking free here, but this is like the last sprint, the last mile. A mile is not a sprint really, but you know what I'm saying. It's the last sort of the last effort of really breaking free. And there is such a small piece of residue from this that this is very, very much you are able to accomplish this month, moving into the next year is what I'm hearing. It just requires a little bit of effort and consistency in breaking free from old patterns. So, possible outcome at the end of the month. And I'm seeing the word free in my mind's eye. Free. Isn't that like one of the biggest gifts you can have? Perhaps it's just because I'm a manifestor energy type, so freedom is really my jam. So possible outcome at the end of this month, and I'm feeling like there are two possible pathways. Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Let's clarify with an oracle card. protection, but it was shown in the reverse. So the possible outcome, in essence, is really getting out of your own way and putting yourself out there, being brave and daring for more, bigger visions, bigger desires, bigger goals and dreams and ambitions for yourself, whether that is in relationships or career or spiritual practices, whatever it is. It's essentially not holding yourself back, but I do feel like there are two possible outcomes here, depending on what route you wish to go, sort of. And so we have the Five of Cups or the Ace of Pentacles. The Five of Cups is speaking about moving on. And this feels like a more leisurely path, where it is more so focused on feeling good in your skin, feeling good in life, feeling contentment and pleasure and happiness moving forward, and that really being your main focus and your main goal. And you having stepped into a space where you feel that that is a possibility and that you are now going to attend to that, to work on that, because these codependent patterns are not really so much in your way anymore. And the other pathway is represented by the Ace of Pentacles. And it's so funny because it's almost like I'm seeing an animal here. And this pathway has more to do with fulfilling a dream, career or project or education or something like that. Perhaps going to school, or it can even be volunteering work, being able to do that and being financially stable at the same time. And it could entail some work with animals. And perhaps you wish to be a vet or work at an animal rescue center or something like that. You know your desire and you know the path that has previously felt closed off to you. But at the end of the month, there is an expansion, a feeling of this door finally being opening up to you. And that is the result of you tending to achieving healthy relationship with others and setting healthy, grounded, but firm boundaries with yourself and in connections. It's like this is pulling me in somehow, so it feels like there is more. I'm being reminded that the Ace of Pentacles can also speak about leaving a sense of stability and security behind, because we have this enclosed garden here. So the opening here might just be that you feel that you are ready to take this leap and to leave that comfort zone behind, to leave that sense of what you previously felt was secure and stable to you, to leave that, to go find your own way in a new endeavor. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new endeavor, but like there's a pathway that feels very, very strong to you, that you haven't devoted yourself to fully here. Remember we had the sheep and the blackberry with devotion, putting all your cards on this thing. Really devote yourself 100%. Now for advice from Spirit, we have Yang, the snail and huckleberry with trust in the invisible. It was in reverse. And the Two of Swords, which was also in reverse. I do hear your spirit guides and or ancestors saying that you might be fooled a little bit during this month to think that your fear is your intuition speaking to you. So be cautious of that. And what they're meaning with that is perhaps you are considering this next phase in your journey or whatever it is, but you get like this this feeling of being scared or frightful, and you think that it is your intuition saying to you, don't do that, don't go there because it's scary. But it is your fear. And how you would know this is to look back objectively to what it is that you dream of, and perhaps even have a vision board or something. The dream is put there for a reason. Go back to the dream, remind yourself of your dream, remind yourself of your goal and your vision, and perhaps it isn't this specific endeavor, perhaps it's just feeling better and focusing on your health, but it could mean retreating a bit from work, and that may feel scary. So it's about connecting to the dream, the vision, and trusting in that. Because your fears might be pulling you off course a bit here during this month. And I think that's because you are actually closing in on it. Like you are actually nearing the phase where you can put this into actionable steps, into reality. And it can freak us out a bit when it comes close to us. And I'm hearing that is all for today's reading. Before you click off this video, I will put up a screen here with some key takeaways from this reading that you can take a screenshot of and put in your journal if you so wish. Thank you so very much for connecting in here today, and I do hope to see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye. Message number 4. Welcome to your December 2025 predictions. In this reading, we will take a look at your energy coming into the month of December, the theme or focus of your energy and effort during the month of December, your growth opportunities during the month of December, and then possible outcome at the end of the month of December. And from the bottom cards, we will deduct some advice from Spirit for the month of December. And at the very end of this reading, I will put up a screen here with some key takeaways from this reading. So let's begin. And actually, for all of these readings, I have been given a visual to start the reading with. So for you, I received this visual of you standing in a waterfall, naked, sort of bathing in the waterfall, and being surrounded by nature, by the animal kingdom, and being totally immersed in that experience. It felt very pleasurable. So we'll see how that ties into your reading today. But I think that's a very, very good omen. So, and all of these visuals have sort of tied into the message of the energy that you're coming into this month with. So that's what we are looking at now. What's the energy coming into the month of December for this group of people? Six of Cups and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to clarify this with an oracle card. Please clarify this message. So we had Bobcat in reverse. Patience is the key word here. So with you, the energy that you're coming into this month with is some sense of harmony and fulfillment, and feeling a sense of pleasure and joy from life. And I feel like this is quite possibly a bit of a new sensation that you have been going through, perhaps some muddy stuff before this. And what I'm particularly picking up on is the energy of feeling that you have enough. It's the very positive sort of content where you have been coming out of a lack consciousness. Essentially, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of this deck, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse showing up in this reading is actually giving me more sort of this, you're happy with where you're at the moment, and it feels like you don't necessarily feel the need or want to strive right now, or to reach for something else, or to have something else. It feels like you are quite content with where you are, and that it's a very satisfactory, peaceful feeling of finally feeling that you are okay and you have enough, and you can enjoy some harmony and peace and quiet for a time. That feels really, really beautiful. I'm happy for you. And if you don't feel like this, there's a high probability that another pile is the right one for you. So the theme or focus of your energy and effort during the month of December. And I'm hearing that this is about building on this good foundation. This Eight of Pentacles is really staying inside of the secure garden and feeling very happy there. Not feeling the need to explore the outside world. And I feel like I do want to reiterate here that this feeling comes from a sense of security and stability. That you can indulge in that safety and security for a while. So what's the theme or focus of energy and effort during the month of December for this group of people? Imagine and between worlds. I'm picking up here that this is a month where you can lean on spirit even more and have very successful communication. Yeah, I do feel communicating with spirit, with guides, with ancestors, with beloved dead during the month of December. Asking questions, just talking to them, perhaps writing it out in a journal. And building that connection. The raccoon and sycamore, curiosity. I feel like we should have one more. The finch and peach, romance. We have this in reverse. This feels like a month where you are actually very focused on yourself, and it feels very peaceful, it feels very quiet. December can be quite a hectic month for many, but I do feel like you are being given, or you are giving yourself time by yourself and really enjoying that space. And I'm connecting back into this vision that I had. It feels like you have come to a really good place with yourself, perhaps even your body, your guides, perhaps nature. Just feeling a sense of connection and connection to life itself. It feels very, very good being here, ruminating in this energy. So I don't feel like you will be that tempted to be out and about that much or spend a lot of time with family, friends, or lovers. It doesn't mean that you won't, but I don't feel like it's the biggest priority or necessity for you during this month. But I do really feel you raveling in connection with self. And we have curiosity here as well. So it's like exploring. It's coming to me now, the sort of full picture of this. So there is a an experience of coming into peace and security and safety, feeling like you can rest here for a while. And from that space, you have the room, you have the ability to connect more into you and to your own inner mysteries and magic. And it feels like you will be exploring who you are from here, what it is that you want from life. And it doesn't feel like an anxious questioning. It doesn't feel like an anxious existentialist questioning, but it feels more like a curiosity. And we have imagine here as well, fantasizing and daydreaming and thinking about the future and the possibilities the future hold for you. And I really feel like you are tapping into the new year, the next year. And I want to say right now that I am planning to do a first week of January reading with Spirit. They have told me to do that, to tap into the first week of January. And that will come out before the month of January begins. And I really do feel like you will really, really benefit from listening to that reading. So look out for that one, because there will be some gems or clues or something in there for you. Yeah, but this is exploring how you would like your life to feel like. And it's this is so beautiful. It's this feeling that you don't have to survive life anymore. Or there's a very specific experience that I'm receiving here, so I'm trying to put it into words here. Can you help me, Spirit? It's like you're not that busy with handling situations that are being thrown at you, trying to get by. It's like this, it feels like you have been in this survival mode, or what's the name for that? Quenching fires, putting out fires, coming up everywhere, in constant mode of putting out fires. And there has really not been any room to be and to fantasize and dream. Well, perhaps at times, but this feels like you are really being given a lot of space to do that, to actually dream, to actually imagine and think about the potential of your future. Wow, that is so exciting. And coming back to that, Five of Pentacles in reverse here, like this is, you are stepping over this sort of threshold here of actually coming out on the other side, where you can thrive more, thrive in life. That's so beautiful. So, oh, your guides are so excited. They are so darn excited. What are the growth opportunities for this group of people during the month of December? And it feels like it's like they're saying that this month won't be about learning lessons. It's just about marveling in the experience that you find yourself in right now. Just enjoying life a bit, because you're supposed to be in a certain spot, in a certain place in your emotional and mental space where you can dream more. So this is not a time for learning lessons, really. It's more so coming into that beautiful, enthusiastic, happy, harmonious state of being, so that you can attract and manifest and set positive intentions for the new year and for your future. But what are the growth opportunities? I feel like they want to, for you specifically, they want to rephrase this question a little bit. So I'm tapping in here for a moment. I feel like they want to give you a hint of what's coming. So we will be drawing 3 cards here. 7 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Cups, and the 9 of Wands, the Hermit at the bottom. Let's clarify with an oracle. I feel like there's a person coming in here. Friendship or romantic partnership. Oh, sorry. Friendship or romantic partnership. Because the 7 of Swords in reverse can speak about reaching out for support from people, friends, family, or a professional, and not being this hyper independent person, but reaching out. And the Knight of Cups feels like a person coming in, and this 9 of Wands feels like you. There's something with this person that is helping you with your energy, with your mood, with your mindset. Coming out of this guarded experience. Yes, giving you hope. Hope. So there is a person coming in. I'm receiving something around March. March and February are 2 months that are being highlighted to me when it comes to this person. And this is a new person that will help you in some way, helping you regain a sense of hope. And I feel like you are in a better place now than where you have been previously, but they are helping you to reach another level of this optimistic outlook on life where you perhaps have been 10, 15 years ago or something like that. Like life has brought you down, but you are coming back to a very happy, optimistic viewpoint on life, and this person is helping you with this, and they might even be helping you with something material as well, perhaps offering you a job, perhaps that could be the thing, or they have they are a key person in sort of networking, and they can help you to reach places or getting a new home or something. It's something that they will help you with. Is there anything else? I'm also seeing like a baby. So I know I have been tapping into a message of infertility issues before. So this could also be coming to a clinic that is really, really good. And there is the staff there, and this place is really good, and it will help you or your partner to be able to conceive. Like there is this long-term issue or stagnation that is going to just unravel here with this person coming in, and this person could also be connected to a place such as this sort of clinic, or perhaps you're seeing a doctor, a very specific doctor. You have had some health issues for some time, and this doctor is really able to listen to you and figure things out for you. And everything, these problems will come undone quite quickly is what I'm feeling. And it's such a relief, and you are gaining back hope in life. That's so beautiful. I feel like they're saying that there's one more example. Yeah, this could also be a romantic partner that comes in and is just the sweetest person ever. And they are constantly proving themselves to be very, very trustworthy, kind, loyal, and loving. And it will help you regain a sense of hope in romantic partnership. That could also be an example. And there's, oh my God, your guides have so much to say. There's something about the summertime. And I know for some of you, you are in the summertime right now. And if that's the case, I feel like it's the end of this summer for you in the southern hemisphere. But there's something about the summertime, like you are really blossoming and blooming here. So prepare for life to get really juicy and happy is what they're saying. So possible outcome at the end of the month of December. What a happy reading. So glad to be doing this. The Emperor and the Lovers. So we had the Lovers there. I feel like this is most definitely a confirmation. If you are looking for romantic partnership, someone that you can trust wholeheartedly, please clarify the Emperor here. Yeah. the boar and pumpkin with confidence. So possible outcome, and they are saying that this is not just possible, this is inevitable for you specifically, because you don't really have any sort of lessons to move through this month. So this will happen either way. So at the end of this month, you will feel like you have regained a sense of control in your life. In a positive sense, where you feel that you can be proactive and make choices for yourself and building your life, building your future, without all these things sort of distracting you or putting you astray. I mean, life is life, things will always happen, but I feel like you are more stable and secure now. Like there is this foundation and this base that you have created and built for yourself, that even when things are swaying a bit, you are considerably more stable and secure and in more control. And it's not that over controlling that comes from insecurity and lack consciousness and your safety and security being threatened. This is control where you feel like you can take charge and take command of your life again, and really going for what it is that you want in life, and that feels so very beautiful. Now, for the advice, we had thinker in reverse, anticipation in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, my God, please focus. So, try not to overcomplicate and overthink things this month. Perhaps you are used to having a lot on your plate or on your mind. But just try to be still and come back to that sense of peace and safety and security. It really does not have to be complicated, is what I'm picking up on here. And try to be also in the present moment and enjoying where you're at the moment. Because I feel like things will start to build from here, and perhaps you will become more busy. So enjoy your time spent here in December. And if it's quiet and still, it's a good thing. It's time for you to revel in that security and safety and peace. And that is all, beautiful group number 4. Before you click off this video, I will put up a screen here with some key takeaways from this reading that you can take a screenshot of and put in your journal if you so wish. Thank you so very much for being here, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.